Do YouTube for a living, they said. It'll be fun, they said. So, if you haven't already realised, my account got hacked on Friday? What are we now? No, rubbish. Thursday. And I had no idea until late at night, at which point Stu from Stu's Reviews was FaceTiming me going, bro, your account is gone. Floods of tears later, we're about back, but I'm not quite back as the time of filming this. Obviously, if you're watching this, I'm back. I am in a horrible situation right now. I am watching my phone and refreshing, hoping that YouTube are going to email me back and say, it's good to go, you can release everything again. At the moment, my channel is alive, but none of my videos are listed, and I still have a screen name that says Tesla on it. Thanks, hackers, you wonderful, wonderful people. So first of all, I need to say a huge thank you to Stu from Stu's Reviews, because he stayed up with me till gone midnight dealing with YouTube to try and get this sorted out again. And he's a new father, so that's a huge deal, and I owe him so much right now. If you haven't subscribed to Stu, please just go and subscribe to Stu's Reviews, because he deserves it. He's an awesome guy and an awesome content provider anyway. You'll enjoy his stuff. I also need your help. I am desperate now because my subscribers are just doing this. I'm watching them do this because people are going, I don't remember subscribing to Tesla. You didn't. It's me. Please, for the love of God, stop unsubscribing. Just make sure you're subscribed if you can. And if you could share this video, honestly, it would mean the world to me, because I would like to get them back. I have lost 1,000 subscribers just in the tiny space of time that my account has been live with the word Tesla on it. I didn't foresee that at all. So how did it happen, I suppose, is what you're wondering. You'll also notice this isn't scripted, so if this is all over the place, I apologize. So I got a sponsor email came through, and I thought to myself, it looks good. They seem like a good video game that I would probably enjoy, and if I test it out and I do like it, I will promote it on the channel. Simple as that. They said, okay, well, we're going to send you some footage of the game. We're going to send you a brief so that you know what we want you to talk about. And if you just have a look at those things and get back to us, we'll figure out whether we want to move forward. I do a lot of sponsorships, and it looked like every other sponsorship I've ever been sent. So I download these files, and I watch the video, and I think, wow, this game looks awesome. I will definitely be happy to promote this. I'll just check the brief, though, because I don't want a 5-minute ad in my video. People won't like that. So I think... So I look at this brief, and I think that's not a PDF file. It says .src on it. But it looks like a PDF icon, and... These guys seem very legitimate, and they wouldn't have just built an entire video game, would they? That would be crazy. That would be insane. Scammers wouldn't make a video game just to trick little old me. That's pretty dumb of me. I'll explain why in a second. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to scan it for viruses just to make sure. It's clean, apparently. Thanks, Microsoft. It's not clean. It's not clean at all. This is as dirty as it gets. So this thing, when I opened it, did nothing, seemingly. What it did in the background was it cloned all my open browser windows, including the ones that were logged into Google through Gmail. So what they could then do, even though I have two-factor authentication enabled, they were able, because they were technically logged on as me, to go in and change all of my two-factor authentication from my email address and from my mobile phone and from my two-factor authentication codes to their own mobile phone, their own email address, their own codes, change my password and boot me out. I didn't find out for about 2 hours because I was doing something else, something that was very important, which I can talk about that in future. I'm not allowed to talk about that right now. But the thing I was doing was unfortunately something I had to spend 3 hours entirely engrossed in another person's attention. So when I went to the bathroom and I saw people saying your account's been hacked, I was like, what? No, what? No, that can't have happened. And it's not just me, I'm not a complete moron. Jim Browning, a security advisor and consultant and anti-scam YouTuber, has also fallen for the same scam fairly recently. So I'm not a complete moron. You know, bigger, smarter people than me have also fallen for this. So I haven't lost everything. All of my videos are currently unlisted as of the time of filming this, and I can relist them. I'm just waiting for YouTube to say that's okay. I haven't lost anything but subscribers and a little bit of faith in humanity. If you could please share this, please convince other people to subscribe. Maybe if you have not been talking about me to your friends, talk about me to your friends, please. I like what I do for a living, and I want to get those people back. I've had a horrible 2-3 days. I have felt destroyed. I'm trying not to well up again because this means a lot to me, this job, and you guys mean a lot to me, and this has been very difficult. I spent 5 years now building this thing into something that I can use to support my wife and any future children we have without having to work a day job as well as do this. You couldn't do both. This is a full-time job. And I'd like it to remain that way. And I am now very frightened that if I could make that mistake once, maybe I could make that mistake again. I also need to send a massive thank you out to anybody who spotted this situation and warned me, and anybody who spotted this situation and immediately started donating money to me, because, Jesus, that's the nicest thing. Again, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do this in one take because I want it to be as genuine as possible. Thank you so much. I also need to thank anybody who has given me security advice since then. I've had a lot, and I appreciate it all. I am looking to the future to do something quite different now. I hate Apple with a passion, but I'm thinking maybe I need to move towards using an Apple computer, because this never would have happened with Apple. Again, if anybody that works for Microsoft is watching this, it's this sort of thing that makes people switch. So bear that in mind. Perhaps tell your boss. I'm also looking at virtual machines for doing all of my email and downloading of files for briefs and stuff separately and away from my Google account entirely. I will never log onto my Google account on that same machine ever again, I don't think, which is going to be a huge pain in my ass, not only to remember, but also to just do on a day-to-day. But I guess that's the way the world works, and I shouldn't have been so naive as to have clicked on that file, even though Windows told me it was clean. It was a flipping stupid thing to do. And also, two-factor authentication is not bulletproof. You need to know that too, because it's been bypassed. I believe it was bypassed by them simply being logged in as me through their cookies, through having duplicated my browser windows, and consequently being able to just be logged in and change my two-factor authentication. If anybody from Google is watching, I would urge you to go and look into that, because surely you shouldn't be able to change my two-factor authentication key without providing a two-factor authentication key. I'm still blown away. I am still incredibly angry. I don't know when I'm going to release the video that was supposed to go out this Saturday. I guess maybe tomorrow. Please keep your eyes peeled. Please. My brain is so fried. I don't remember if I said at the beginning of the video, but please go and add me on social media. Go and add me on Facebook. Go and add me on Twitter. Go and add me on Instagram. Go and add me on TikTok. Because if YouTube dies, if I can never get back in one day, then I'll have no way of producing content. I'll have no way of giving videos to you guys, and I'll be looking for somewhere else to do it. And if there is somewhere else to do it, it's on social media, I'm going to tell you. I'm funny anyway. I'm assured of that. Go and enjoy my social media content. It's amusing, and it is separate from YouTube. That's it. I am, again, so grateful to everybody, especially Stu from Stu's Reviews. Please go and subscribe to him. And so grateful to everybody that's helped me to get this back in order. YouTube, please, you've got to clamp down on this stuff, because my two-factor authentication should have protected me, and it didn't. Microsoft, I'm looking at Apple. Sort yourselves out. Thank you very much. Hopefully see you tomorrow, or whenever it is that the Saturday video goes out. I love you all. Bye-bye.